Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back, starting a new custom campaign showcase for Warcraft 3. This is the Invasion of Kalimdor revamp by user 7blood, because we are on a kick of playing changed up vanilla campaigns apparently, since we just finished Reforged. This campaign is for the Reforged patch, but you play with classic graphics. There's a link in the description where you can pick this up. You have to play it through the single-player customs game menu since there is no custom campaign menu, but bank data and all that kind of stuff is saved to your profile, not through the campaign file, so in a way, custom campaigns still work pretty much the same way that they did. You just lack the fancy menus that we used to have. So it's unfortunate those are gone. Maybe one day in the far future they'll come back. But in any case, we can still play custom campaigns in this version of the game. All right, so let me just read off 7blood's description of this to give you the context of what's probably been changed. The main idea of this project is to spice up the original Reign of Chaos Orc campaign with not only changes to the missions themselves, but also adding in a strategic layer of choosing new unit types and compositions as well as unique upgrades and units, inspired by the vanilla StarCraft 2 campaigns. You'll be able to visit your camp before you start each mission. In this camp, you'll be able to choose one of several variations for each of your units, such as the Orcish Grunt, Troll Gladiator, or Tauren Brave. And then you can also spend money that you get for completing objectives and bonus objectives on different units and structure upgrades. Interesting. So it sounds like there's going to be quite a bit changed here. As you can see, there's 21 maps. There's a bonus map, and then every other map is the camp itself, where you visit it and you pick what you're going to be upgrading your army to for the following mission. Okay, with that, let's play Mission 1, which I imagine is going to be fairly boilerplate, because there's no strategic layer on this one, but this will give us a sense of what in each individual map 7blood has changed. Let's get going. We've all seen this before. Oh, my encoder's a black screen. Reforged does this. It's the first game of the day. There we go. We're up. It's the first game that I'm loading up when I start the game. That's what happens. Okay, let's go. So I was advised that the normal difficulty is equivalent to the hard difficulty of the original game, but we have all these new options. I say let's play on hard. The bonus map is supposed to only be unlocked if you play it all on hard. So let's do that. We can always tone it back if we need.
Sail west to the lands of Kalimdor. It is there that you will find your destiny. It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
War Chief, our ship sustained heavy damage when we passed through the raging maelstrom. It's unsalvageable.
I knew it. Can we confirm our location? Is this Kalimdor?
We traveled due west as you instructed. This should be it.
Very well. Has there been any sign of Gromhillscream or the other ships?
No, War Chief. Not since we got separated.
Prepare to move out. If our comrades did make it here, we should be able to find them along the coast.
Was the voiceover changed back to Gromhillscream, even though the subtitle said Gromash?
Yes.
Look at our grunts. Look at our fancy grunts. Versatile spear thrower. I'm aware of what the headhunters do. Thrall. The shaman calls upon the spirits of nature to replenish their strength, evenly distributing the sum total of their hit points and mana amongst each other. What? Why is this guy... Is he just dead? What if we come over here and use this? What happens? No, that did not help. My guess is you use that with multiple shaman together, and it split, you know, it'll heal up weakened ones.
Check these crates for valuable supplies.
While reducing HP of more healthy ones, etc., etc. So let's grab this. He's got some different stuff here. We don't have Farsight. Thankfully, that's been replaced. Empower all nearby friendly units with the power of Earth Mother, dealing and granting them bonus armor for 30 seconds, plus a straight-up heal, an AoE heal. That's really good. This is why I feel more confident playing on the harder difficulty, but no promises. No promises. That shaman's just really lazy. Use Chain Lightning. Don't tell me what to do. Also, QWER. You'll love to see it. And then we've got Garthok. We'll hotkey him separately, having a Having a demi here is always nice. Back him up here. Thrall's HP is actually less than our grunts. Is 800? 800 seems like a lot. 800 seems... I actually don't know offhand. I don't want to be jumping to conclusions to say, like, certain things are definitely different and others are not.
For honor.
It's been a while since I played this. I mean, it was with the Reforged release, which was over a... Oh, hello. Which was over a year ago at this point, so... It's hard for me to remember, again, what is...
Your time has come.
Okay, we'll do this. See, okay, so that shaman does not have balance. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. It's not that it works... It's not that it's... So you hit this, and it will take the total sum, which is 800, and give him 400... well, I guess total of what he has right now, so 300 and 125. So it would take 425 and then go half and half, so it'd be 212 to both health and mana. I get it. Okay. That took me too long to realize. But basically, if you've got a lot of HP but not that much mana, you do that. And now he's got way more mana. Right. Okay, cool.
For honor.
It really depends on how fast his mana comes back compared to his HP.
The spirits are restless.
But right off the bat, again, I don't remember if this Harpy area was down here or not. We've already picked up 2 tomes, which seems different as well. I like how Garthok sort of looks like our original grunts, while our normal grunts look different. There was our first boat. Again, pretty standard.
I am the war chief. Let's get on with it.
I don't know if they're going to be Easter eggs or anything like that. One thing's for sure.
This is one of our ships, War Chief. It must have been smashed against the rocks in the storm.
Yeah, one thing's for sure. This was one of our ships. One thing's for sure.
Let's get on with it.
Now I don't even remember what I was going to say. The one thing for sure. Oh, the first 2 maps of the Orc campaign are pretty hard. Like, surprisingly difficult. Specifically Mission 2. Oh, okay, Garthok getting roasted. Give him one of these. Again, we can let Thrall tank this. We'll hit him with the HP. Everybody seems fine. Healing wards, very important. These are... I might want to try to carry these forward into Mission 2 if possible, because Mission 2, again, like I had mentioned, is particularly difficult. Well, let's see how much we've got in our inventory slot usage by the end of the map. Inventory slot usage seems a little too wordy for what we're going for here. Let's grab this, scroll of protection.
Battle took place here. The clay is red with fresh blood.
Is there nothing in this land but dust and carnage? The spirits are restless.
Okay, let's keep looking. Again, I don't really quite remember which way to go. Demi-heroes are powerful units that will accompany you on every mission that cannot be retrained after they are defeated. In future missions, you will have the option to choose from a variety of demi-heroes to accompany you on your journey. So is it saying they can't be retrained? Like, if I lose Garthok on this mission, can I not use Garthok on... And if I lose him, if he dies, can I not use him...
Those pig creatures are unlike anything I've ever seen before.
On any mission after this?
Than the humans.
Because that's incredibly interesting. If that's the case. I don't know if it is. Also, I really like this balance on Thrall. That's actually really, really neat. Alright, more healing wards. Do these stack? Yeah, they do. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, let's come up here and check. Oh, okay. Lightning lizards. Okay, this is fine, and again, we're just focusing on getting Thrall leveled up for right now, and let's just keep looking for what we can. I'm not too concerned about Purge. I mean, I've got the Shaman if I want to use Purge. I'm kind of excited to see if our Demi-Heroes options in the future are just like beefy, tanky frontliners, or...
Those hideous creatures have the bodies of horses. Loktar Ogar!
Or if they're ever going to have abilities, because I feel like, you know, even if they're level 1 abilities, it's always going to be better. the better option, I should say. Ah, the classic centaur death sound.
For honor.
Actually, that wasn't really the centaur death sound I was thinking of.
Let's get on with it.
I know that you know which one I'm talking about. I'm sure when we hear it proper, we'll be emulating it. This was just Murlocs up here, right? Okay, let's head over here. Let's make sure that we don't casually lose any units. Specifically, our headhunters that do tend to get focused down by the centaur, I've noticed. 800 HP is definitely more, right? Because humans have 420 blaze it, and grunts aren't that much better. They're better, but not that much better, right? I'm not going crazy here. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I'm gonna have to look this up now after this mission. More Quillbores. Give him the zap. Don't. Okay, we're probably going to want to just go ahead and use our healing scroll after all this. Very nice. I just complimented myself on using a healing scroll. That's right. So I think a big thing here, again, like, I don't want to underestimate Garthok. He's got 1 base armor, which is great. I mean, so do our normal grunts, but he's got a noticeable amount of HP.
We should hurry. The pigmen say there were other ships nearby.
All right, we're making our way. If we get a level, and we will by the end of this, honestly, Earth Mother's Blessing seems better than the Wolves. I almost wish that we weren't forced to take level 1 Chain Lightning at this point. Because that's the one I would ignore.
Slaughtering those bold creatures. I led us here to escape senseless conflict. Now it seems we're surrounded by the spirits.
And, like, I have a Scroll of Mana, but we're never really going to need to use it. So we might as well... for other units, I should say. So we might as well just use it on Thrall. Alright. Maybe we want to go and find... Is this the other ship? Are we coming up on the other ship down here? I don't quite remember. This also might be something where we want to... Ooh, an axe thrower. I just realized that's different. So what's the difference realistically here? Headhunters do way more damage. Axe thrower is a little bit beefier, but not by much. Oh, reduce enemy armor. That's pretty cool, actually. That's actually really, really interesting. Okay, so let's do this. And kind of pen them in here so that they can't all attack us at the same time. Scroll of Healing's perfect.
The spirits are restless.
This is just another crashed ship. We came down here for a Scroll of Healing. Oh, Boots of Speed is okay. At the very least, we can sell that. I don't really think that's worth it. I remember Boots of Speed being a thing on this map. And yeah, it's not very good. So this is where I would do balance again. Take the damage, but get a nice little mana. A nice little mana boost. I actually think that's a very interesting and clever idea. So that you're never just sitting and waiting for mana or HP on your hero based on which one you want. You can again balance your stuff. Hey, this is nice. They're repairing but not repairing. Let's quick save. This looks different.
War Chief. We knew you'd find us.
Thrumka, warrior. I'm glad you're all safe. Were you part of Hellscream's group?
No, War Chief. We were separated in the storm. We only just arrived.
Lion's Ring. Hellscream! Well, agility +1. Not great. But every little bit that we can carry forward to the next mission, or just bring with us, you know, for each engagement on this mission, because gets a little, again, this one gets a little tricky. It's a little hard. So you meet Cairn, and then what he will do is run forward, and then you can either follow him or go and kill a bunch of Murlocs. There are definitely changes. I want to say noticeable changes on this map. Like, this seems... I think this area is different. Scroll of the Beast. Okay, lots of consumables to use here. I don't need to use my healing scroll at this moment.
The spirits are restless. For honor, let's get on with it.
No healing pots either. I will use some healing wards if necessary here. I might do it at the very end. What are you doing, buddy? I used Purge on one of them. I don't know. There's our level. I think we take Earth Mother's Blessing. That seems almost obvious, in my opinion. Right, so we use it. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. And there's a pot of mana right here, so we just pick that up and use it. Then we go Boots of Speed. I could even do Balance right now and get more mana if necessary. It looks like they did some sort of large AoE. Was there a different way to go? No, that was a dead end. Okay, get into it. Healing ward is gone. Axe thrower does not need to be that far in the front. Those we can purge. All right. So we're just going to leave the peons back there, I guess, to repair or not repair the...
The spirits are restless. No longer. The horsemen look as if they're dressed for war.
Is this right? Are they supposed to be that many clumped up there? I think they're supposed to be moving, but they all got kind of stuck here. But I thought it was supposed to kind of have them running through the canyon. No, see, there they go. Something's wrong here, obviously, but we'll just ignore that because it's supposed to just be an aesthetic. It's not supposed to really matter. Okay, getting closer to the end. Again, I'm being really careful because if I can get through to the end without having... If I can get through to the end without having to use a healing pot, or a healing ward, then that's great. And there's also a healing fountain right here, a mystical oasis. Wand of mana stealing, certainly not bad at all. So this just heals us, it looks like. It doesn't give us mana too, does it? No, it doesn't. That's fine. But what we can do is use balance to get the mana back, and then we continue to heal for free. So that's cool. Wand of mana stealing is fine. I feel like this Scroll of Mana's got to go. Scroll of the Beast we can probably use at the very end, or maybe just a healing ward would be fine too. I just don't want to use... I don't want to use, like, half of my healing wards. I want to keep as many for Mission 2 as possible.
For honor, I can wait. No regard.
Okay, this thing's got mana. The interesting thing about Earth Mother's Blessing is it heals, and it's only going to heal for more, but you also want to use it preemptively to get the armor. So I'll probably be using it as a burst heal. Anything that does a burst heal to like a large... He's just like a walking healing scroll. That's awesome.
Yes, War Chief, let's get on with it. I am.
Let's check over here real quick. This looks like it's something.
The spirits are restless.
I want to say that this was here in the original, isn't it? It's like a little centaur camp, I think.
War Chief, I am the War Chief.
No, it's Quilboar. Okay, just forget it. Let the grunts tank. I mean, I use Thrall because he can heal himself. We can also go back to the healing fountain. Tomo's strength is fine. More HP on Thrall is good for me. I'm actually really keen on seeing the strategic layer maps, which we won't in this video because we want to do that at the beginning of each map because we're planning for the upcoming maps. I realize I'm taking this really slow. That's fine, otherwise it's just a really short map, but there's definitely some clear differences both with models and available units, and like the whole demi-hero idea that we can pick demi-heroes. One thing that I think could be really interesting is if you lose a demi-hero once on any map, then they're never available again. I actually think that could be really cool. I doubt that's how it actually works. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be interesting? Something with these axe throwers, they really like getting in the front. Maybe it's because they have a faster movement speed, and I suspect that is the case. Lots of tomes for Thrall, so we're definitely expected to be... This definitely has a more custom campaign feel to it in the sense that our heroes are able to become a lot more powerful, specifically because there are going to be items and tomes that beef them up throughout it. So there's a really big incentive to explore even more than usual. And we have to be careful with those axe throwers because, again, they're quick, which could be good in certain circumstances, running them back and forth across the map, etc., etc. Okay, nothing, but that's fine. I think there's one more boat, isn't there?
Spirits are restless.
All right, let's go find our last boat, and then we can go down and do the little Murloc part that's in the bottom right. That armor reduction is actually really nice because it puts them into negative damage reduction, which is actually really, really strong. That was a dead end. It's nothing. It was something, it took me a long time to recognize how it worked, but armor in Warcraft 3 is actually percentage-based. So, like, heavy armor isn't just about what it's strong and weak against, what damage types, but it also, like, heavy armor inherently has a higher damage percentage reduction.
Well met, what? Has there been any sign of... The horsemen are charging! Defend yourselves! Look, regard! Look down!
Okay, so our witch doctors have serpent wards now and sentry wards. That's actually cool. So they have a much higher it seems to me like they have a much higher damage output potential.
I am Care, chief of the Bloodhoof Tauren. You greenskins fight with both savagery and valor. I am intrigued. I am Thrall, and these are my brethren, the orcs. We've come seeking the destiny promised to us. Seeking destiny? It will find you in time, young one. However, there is an oracle far to the north which might be able to...
North? But there's an army of the horsemen marching north.
What? No. My village is in danger.
I must know more about this oracle. Follow them. Protect Cairn at all costs.
So I'm going to quick save because I think you can just let him go.
Yes.
And we want to...
Direct my blade.
Ooh, a Gladiator. I think that's a frontline troll warrior.
How may I serve?
Mantle of Intelligence +1 sounds good. Let's just drop these boots of speed.
Dabu. For honor. Yes.
Bada boom.
For honor.
So this area down here is probably going to require us to use some consumables because there is a very large Murloc force to deal with, like really big. There are 2 areas to go, and there's like 1 billion Murlocs. So let's, again, I also quick save just in case Cairn is going to trigger the end event, but I don't think he does. Yeah, as you can see, lots of stuff. Just keep blasting him. Look at that gladiator in the front. He's killing it. I'm just going to keep using Chain Lightning. This is great. We've got him really softened up. Parry Apt is good. I'm going to go ahead and use Balance. Keep doing it. Gartok is, you know, very mild trouble. Keep throwing that down. I'm going to use a Scroll of Mana. Open up the slot, I suppose.
War Chief.
Just use that, and then we got the parry apt now, which is a great... It's a pretty good early game item. Okay, destroy, destroy. Tome of Agility, that's all good with me. The longer this goes, the more keen I am on this balance ability. Actually really like it. Also, there were no optional objectives, so there's nothing for like extra gold or anything like that. That's actually good. Boop.
For honor. Yes.
All right, and then this, and then this. Garthok, why don't we just run you back to this? I could test it where I save and then let him die and see if I can use him in the next mission, but I could also just ask Seven Blood and get an answer directly that way, too. Let's keep looking. There were some other ways to go, or other things to kill, I should say.
Yes.
I guess let's save our mana, because we're going to be going to the end section here next. It looks like the end section does not get kicked off at this point, so we have plenty of time to just keep looking. I think we've basically gotten everything there is to get. I'm just double-checking, because it seems like there are a lot of extra tomes, and I know how you all really want to make sure that I get all the tomes.
Yes.
I know how it is. I know how it happens.
Let's get on with it.
And I think that's it, so let's head up here,
Master,
and here,
Loktar.
I can wait.
and then I gotta run this guy all the way back up to the front, so I'll, well, you know what? By the time they all run up and then I start moving him, it'll be fine. So go ahead and run.
I'll consider it.
I was gonna make a cut, but you know what? It's fine. So what's different in this? Again, specifically, our grunts seem really good frontliners, and I think the difference here, the idea is it's supposed to be compared to like the other options, which there are those Tauren Braves, which maybe there's some here. Hunter, Youngblood, Hunter. It doesn't. Oh, there's a Brave. So eventually we're gonna have those as an option too, and then compared to the Troll Gladiators. 2, and then we'll do it like this. 3. So they're all really good, and it's just deciding which one is better. Like, why would the Gladiator be better than the Grunt? Like, in what circumstance? They do the same amount of damage, but maybe one attack's faster. It actually, they look the same. Range melee, they just have less armor and less HP. So actually, in this specific case, the Gladiator doesn't seem any better or worse. Actually, it is worse than the Grunt. And the Grunt has the heavy armor here. Reduces all attacks on this unit by 5. Oh, here we go. Evasion. 25% chance to avoid an attack is actually really big. So there's actually a much greater potential for damage reduction there. All right, so let's move on up here. And we'll quick save because I want to try not to... I'd like to try not to use any of my healing wards, but we probably will end up using the healing wards. And I will use the Scroll of the Beast here to also complete this section. We've also got this.
We've arrived in time. The next wave is advancing.
Our allied town is being attacked.
That's a really long cooldown, as it should be. Let's go ahead and use the Scroll of the Beast, because I think that lasts for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds, which might be however long this whole section even goes.
Here they come again.
Just going to keep putting down these Serpent Wards. So these flame callers are real jerks, if I remember correctly. Get some mana back. This is going fine. Oh, yeah, Scroll of the Beast is still going. It's still going.
They brought a champion with them this time.
Okay, get into it. Garthok is getting roasted. Get him out of there. As long as my other stuff survives, this is fine. Okay. Unfortunately, that guy died. Okay, the Tauren killed the champion themselves, and we did it. I think the Tauren had way more than they normally do, so it's not like this was like way harder for that reason.
The tribe is safe, old one. Thanks to you, young war chief. The centaur drove off all the game in this region, and I cannot allow my people to starve. Soon we must head north to the verdant grasslands of Mulgore.
And you fear the marauders will overtake you?
Yes. The devil's speed cannot be matched upon the plains.
Well, if you tell us how to reach the oracle you spoke of, then my brethren and I will escort you on your march.
I am intrigued by you and your people, young. You are more than welcome to join us.
Very cool. Alright, well, next time we're going to get a taste of the strategy layer. Part of me is wondering if maybe I should show it in the first video, just because, you know, I want to generate the hype. But I think that, you know, next time at the very beginning, we're going to see it and see what our options are, and I'm really looking forward to it. It seems like there are a lot of cool options. Alright, well, thank you, everyone, for watching. Leave your feedback below. I would like to reiterate, because I know I'm going to get a million comments. If you want to play this campaign, there is the download link. But you need the latest version of Reforged to do it. Because I know a lot of you have older versions of the game, and it doesn't even register in your brain that there are different versions of the game, but you have one of the old ones, and won't be able to play this. You need the latest version of Reforged to play this campaign. I should have said it at the very, very beginning. I think I did, but I should have been more stern about talking about it at the beginning. But you know what? Hey, leave a comment about it. It'll increase my my outreach on my videos, you know? All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.